Well, it looked like people not paying attention. GTA 6 will not have a disc. Also, it looks like we got some information on performance and how the game gonna play and where the game getting sold at. And it's just a lot of other rumors going around that's getting a little spicy over here at the GTA Hood News. Y'all already know this is the place where you need to get all your news. It don't matter if you from the trenches, don't matter if you from the trailers, it don't matter. Every hood is part of the neighborhood. It's your boy Hodge, and y'all already know what y'all gotta do. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video with everybody and everything that you know, so that they know to come here for the GTA Hood News. All right, so let's start off with this article here. I feel like I've done multiple videos about this, but based on some of the comments I've seen on some of the videos, I feel like I gotta talk about this again. Originally, there was some reports that GTA is not going to have a physical disc on pre-order, which is true. There also were reports saying, hey, there will be a physical version in December, which was misinterpreted, okay? Misinterpreted. It was pretty much said, they reached out that it was not very clear. There will be no physical disc for GTA 6 at all whatsoever, okay? Zero. Y'all hear me? There will be no disc for GTA 6. Look it up. For those of y'all who are saying, oh, they said that there would be a disc, that is old information. That is not real information anymore. There will be zero disc for GTA 6, okay? Zero. I'm not even going to get too much in detail about it. Look, as far as what they heard, it was a misinterpretation. When they were talking about there'll be a physical version, it's literally going to be a box with the game cover and a code on the inside. That's it. That's literally all it's going to be. So don't waste y'all time with that. There will be no disc. We in a new era. It is what it is. If y'all want my opinion on it, I don't like it. Hopefully this does not set a standard moving forward where all companies are going like, oh, we don't need a disc for our games. I hope that's not the thing. I hope that there's some type of collector's edition where you can get GTA 6 on a disc. That would be dope. Moving on into these rumors. Now take these with a grain of salt. There was a leak of GTA 6 regarding performance mode versus quality mode. There was some conversations about the game being able to run in 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second. What will be different is that on 30 frames, it'll be like your graphics quality, like it's just going to be beautiful, it's going to look as good as it possibly can, versus performance mode, where it's going to run the best, but it's going to run at 60 frames per second. It's just not going to look as good. So it's a quality versus quantity thing, right? This matters because a lot of people on console or a lot of people that are on PC are used to a certain type of frames when they're playing a game, and having 60 frames is like that's like peak gaming on console anyway. You want 60 frames, or you want to make sure you got good frames when you're playing. And if you don't, it definitely looks a bit different, and the game looks a bit slower, or the graphics don't look as nice. So it is a big deal. So on one hand, we got one article saying, that's probably not gonna happen. And then on the other hand, we got an article saying that yes, it probably will happen. Like I said, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know which one is accurate. If I had to guess, I would say yes, we will get a performance mode for GTA 6. I hope we do, because I don't believe that the people who have the Xbox Series S, I don't know if they're gonna be able to run this game. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. So they probably are going to need some type of performance mode. If they do have a performance mode, it will probably look a bit closer to GTA 5 than GTA 6. I don't know. If y'all have ever played a game in performance mode, if you look at like Madden has a performance mode. If you ever played it on console, it does look night and day for sure. So yeah, that's just something for y'all to think about there. But it's on the next bit of GTA Hood News. We gotta talk about the consoles, and we gotta talk about GameStop or other retailers, not just GameStop. With my experience with going to pre-order the game, it kind of felt underwhelming. So this article makes sense. In this article, they're pretty much just talking about retailers not doing good because of there's no disc, right? So now, because there's no disc on GTA 6, you have to now, like, pre-ordering doesn't matter. There's no benefit for me to go to the store. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. There's no reason for y'all to go to the store and physically pre-order GTA 6. There's no reason. There's no disc. It only causes more problems, right? If I pre-ordered a game at a GameStop or a Best Buy, you got to go through the hassle of a midnight release. You go to a midnight release. They can't release the game to you until midnight. And on top of that, on top of you not being able to get the game until midnight, you also then have to hope that you first in line, first, second, third, that you get in line. And you also got to hope that the registers are working fast enough. You got to hope that everything works smoothly so that maybe you get out of there at 1 a.m. And then you got to go back home, punch that code in, load it up, and it's going to be so much server going on. And also then you got to hope that the game is going to run fine and that you're going to be able to do that, all of that. Versus the person who pre-orders the game online, who pre-orders the game on the store, and they can preload the game, and then at midnight they can just click the button, boop, and get on and play the game. See the difference? Right now, as it stands, I see no reason to be pre-ordering the game for a physical copy just for a code. That's all you're gonna get is a code. Now, the problem with this is that people are starting to get hip to it. So now all these retailers, let's say GameStop, there's probably going to be a bunch of refunds, or people just being like, well, why would I do that here when I could just do this, right? And there's all types of finesse, right? If you got Costco, if you know, shout out to Costco. If you know, you can get, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm probably about to do. I ain't going to cap. I might go to Costco tomorrow. So if y'all got Costco, you can get the PlayStation cards for a little cheaper price, or the Xbox card for a little cheaper price, get a little bundle, you feel me? Boom, boom, boom. Get a little money off your GTA 6. Also, something that GameStop is big on is attachments, right? So if I'm no longer going to buy GTA 6 at the store, a lot of people, when they get GTA 6 or they get a new game in general, they go and buy a controller, or they go get a warranty, or they go get some type of accessory usually is attached to them getting something when they go to the store. That's the whole shtick around it, right? But if people are refunding the game, if people are no longer doing all those things, then why would you go to the store at that point? It serves no purpose. It has no benefit whatsoever. And now they're losing out on all those things. So, GTA 6 might have bit them in the foot a little bit, but it's okay. I say it's okay because at the end of the day, it's about us. I'm all about the consumer. I could care less what these companies got going on. We all about the GTA 6 vibes, and whatever y'all get to do, whatever y'all do that will help y'all be able to play the game sooner or get the most out of y'all experience, that's what we all about here. So whatever they got going on, they got to figure it out. I will say it again. If you need a console, you should have got a console yesterday. August 1st, PS5 is going to go up. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit about why I said PS5 specifically. So y'all need to think about that. Try to do what y'all can to get y'all PS5s. That was a great little segue. All right, look. So the glaze continues. Rockstar just posted this TikTok, and it's a pre-order. Obviously, it's a pre-order trailer or whatever for GTA 6. But it got a little special logo at the end. So there's some more glaze going on. So I'm going to play this for y'all. All right, check this out. Y'all couldn't see it, but at the bottom, I don't know, it was hard to see. There was a lot of letters and stuff, but at the bottom of the screen, there was a PlayStation logo at the bottom. So it feeds into that, oh, GTA 6 plays better on PlayStation, and it's the most optimized on PlayStation, and the PlayStation sales body the Xbox sales. It all plays into it. I'm going to say W marketing, W promo. Does the game actually play better on PS5? We will see when the game comes out. That's the only way we're going to actually be able to tell. But as far as the marketing is concerned, it seems like it's going to play better on PlayStation. They probably put the game in and optimized it for PlayStation. So W promo. I'm gonna say that. That's W promo. And W collab with Rockstar and PlayStation. They are treating this game like it's a first party title. Like you would think this was Infamous. You would think this is God of War. You would think all these things. And they are going super ham right now. So hey, I'm with it. Moving on to the next bit of news. Xbox and PlayStation got a little bit of beef going on. Hey, let them do what they do. But there was a report that Xbox was outsold by PlayStation on a ratio of 8-1. So first it was 6-1. Sorry. First it started out as 6-1, where that means that for every one that was sold on Xbox, there were 6 that were sold on PlayStation. GTA 6s, by the way. Then that article came out and it said it was actually 8-1. Xbox then came out and kinda like loosely refuted it. They did like the little gaslighty shit where what they said was we had record numbers, which is probably true. They probably did have record numbers, but they didn't say, yeah, the 8-1 probably wasn't accurate. I don't know if it's 8-1. I don't know if it's 8-1. I don't know if it's 6-1, but I would definitely believe that it's at least double, maybe even triple. That the people who bought on PlayStation far outweigh the people who bought on Xbox. The reason why is because we just saw the last bit is all the promo that's going on, and there's just so much promo around it that there's no way that people aren't just buying it for PlayStation because like, well, it's gonna play better. Everybody's gonna want to get that best experience, and that's the only way we could do it. Now, again, take this as a grain of salt. It is from IGN that's doing all this reporting. You know, IGN don't be doing the best, but so far, that's the information that we got. Typically, consoles don't reveal their numbers fully like that. So PlayStation never reveals, like, they never fully reveal, hey, this is how many people pre-order the game, or this is how many people are actively playing the game. Or the same thing for Xbox. They try not to release those numbers. People have guesstimates and estimates, and they have general ideas of who did that. But unless someone is physically working for GameStop and can see that number, or physically working for all the retailers all over and can physically see the numbers, I don't think anybody knows for sure. I think this is just like a rough guesstimate estimate. Probably a good educated guess, rightfully so, but yeah. For the last bit of news for today, Switch bums. I say Switch bums, I can say that because I'm a Switch bum. I have the Switch too. Now, it looks like GTA 6 might drop on the Switch too. I'm not gonna lie. That's, you know, it'll be interesting to see if it drops before it comes on console, or will it drop, will it be an online? All those things will be interesting to see how the game actually plays. But I think there were some issues. They figured out the issues. They worked them out. So it's looking like GTA 6 might actually drop on Switch 2, just not right away. If you want to play the game day one, frame one, PlayStation, Xbox. If you want to wait, if you got a Switch 2 and you like, you know what, I'm going to just wait. I can't afford it. Cool. All right, boom. Then you play it. Wait till it comes out on the Switch 2, and then you should be fine. If you got the Switch 1, it ain't happening. You're not going to get it on Switch 1. I'm not going to lie. That's going to be crazy. That's it, y'all. That's all I got for the GTA Hood news. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all thought about everything that's going on and all the news that's going on. We around the corner. We less than 100. We about 143 days. We got about 143 days left before GTA 6 get here, which is going to be here before y'all know it. So stay tapped in, stay in tune. Just be in the loop, man. Just be in the loop. But we out. Peace out.